One of the other feedback things with 3D in general was that people like to sit around a living room and watch and enjoy together. VR is a very solo experience. How do you see that impacting the way people play video games?
Well, VR, you think it's solo because you're inside of this headset, but actually we changed the design of ours so you can look outside of the headset very easily now. So that's one thing we do care about. But also we're really looking into how you can have VR be more social. And you can do it online actually, and seeing somebody else in the same space as you in VR you can have a very personal experience, especially with 3D audio and stuff. They can feel like they're right next to you. You can see their head move and things. So actually, I think a VR online experience can be way more social than a normal gaming online experience. And then we're also looking into creating social experiences. We have the social screen, so the people in the room with you can see what you're seeing, and so it's they can have potentially passing the headset to somebody else because they'll want to try it because they see what you're doing and stuff. So I don't think it'll be as isolated as everyone kind of is feeling.
When it comes to the video games of the near future, looking into next year, how do you see VR changing or evolving the way people make video games for PlayStation?
I think VR adds to the variety of video game experiences that people can play. We don't really believe that VR is necessarily replacing the games, the conventional games people have been playing and developers have been making for over 20, 30 years, and that won't go away. But having VR will give another way to entertain people by game developers. So you'll see even more variety of gaming experience by adding the VR option for developers to create.
One of the things with video games, and I haven't tried the new Valve one yet, is that a lot of people don't like that you can't see your hands necessarily, and you're playing with a traditional controller. What are your thoughts on that, and how much in the future is that to be able to have that kind of experience where you at least see your hands?
Well, we have a couple different answers for that one. We have the PlayStation Move, which we've used in the past to show hands, and we have a new demo, the Heist, that shows your hands in VR. And also, we have a talk later today by one of our developers that you can actually render the controller like the DualShock 4, and that also is tracked. And just seeing the controller in VR there also gives a little bit of that same feeling where it grounds you and connects you to the VR and real world together. So you can even have the buttons pressed when you press them and the sticks move when you move them in VR. It's kind of neat.
One of the things when I talk to everyone in VR, they're saying, this is like the Palm Pilot compared to the iPad, and we're just entering this space. How do you see VR growing and if you look like 5 years ahead?
Well, with all respect to Palm, I think what we have here and when we are launching, we are closer to what iPad was in terms of experience.
Yeah, it's just, we believe a lot. The VR, we're focused on games are our passion, and we think it's a great thing, but actually VR is going to cut across a lot of other markets as well, and I think games are leading the charge, but I think you'll see it permeate through all sorts of benefits for other industries.
One of the things is like Samsung Gear VR comes with nice panorama videos and photos applications, and I hear many people who purchase Samsung Gear VR, they are VR enthusiasts, right? So they purchase this expensive equipment, but when they want their support by their significant other, they put the headset on to their wives and families and show the videos and photos, and they enjoy these experiences. So similar way, I think this a bit passive experience, but it's much broader interest can create a really nice mix of really hardcore gamers enjoying interactive experience in VR, and the other members of the family can enjoy the panorama videos made by film companies or other people of their friends, lots of panorama videos being shot now and shared. And so I think it's important for us to be able to cater to different kinds of needs that makes VR more acceptable to all members of the families.
Yeah, almost everybody has some kind of place they'd like to visit or some kind of extreme sport they'd like to experience that they can't do. And VR gives you that ability to, and I think that cuts through many kind of media things that have been generated, books and movies and sports. Getting to experience that yourself in a first-person kind of way in VR, I think that will appeal to almost everybody.